those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants?
0-1.
Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches. But if he can, he is going to be very tough.
0-2 is the count. Ball.
Just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And he chases that one below the zone. In the dirt. Gets to it down to first.
Oh.
In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And now it's Juan Soto.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump. How about this was a fun note on Soto? In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Manny Ramirez. The next to hit takes ball 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He's going to have
1
to
ball,
make sure
1
that
strike.
he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him off. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything,
Ball. Damn.
what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Swing, and that one's deep. Deep drive. Way back there. A gigantic blast. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. Check swing, and he went 4-1.
0-1's the count.
2 outs, base is empty. That hits
1-1.
the dirt, and the count is 1-1. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down. And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Jordan Zimmerman. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will
0-1.
explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And Witt is out. Ozzie Albies in the box now. No balls in a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And
Ball.
that skips in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. J.D. Martinez stands in. That one
Ball,
misses.
that's off the plate.
Ball 1. And another
That's ball 2. 2-0.
That
3
one
balls,
misses.
no
3-0.
strikes.
And it's fouled away. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Nope,
Next pitch
outside.
is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And the righty deals. There's a swing and a drive. Reaching for it and breaks it in. Top of the second, and now Ozzie Albies. Schultz back to work. Big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where
0-1.
you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Got it. Here's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a miss. Ramirez in his
0-1's the
11th
count.
season, batting 6th in today's lineup.
1-1.
And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
One ball,
Clearly he was sitting on
two
a
strikes.
fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider.
2-2
Hey, you
the
can't
count.
fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next
Count it
offering
3-2.
upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights,
That's
pop
ball 4.
something up, and make it an easy out.
1 down. And now the center fielder, Walker Jenkins.
Ball, that's in.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And that's in for a strike. Fastball
Ball, that's
is
out.
outside. Ramirez over at first with 1 away. Swing and a pop-up. Makes the catch for the out. Out number 2.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
2 outs. Way
1 ball,
outside.
1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just
Yep,
misses
that ball
the
went
mark outside the zone.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
3 balls, 2
Downstairs.
strikes.
And the count's full. And
3.
El Nino is stifled. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now batting Mike Trout.
Trout is one of the best players of his generation. He's a fan favorite because he brings a rare
Ball, that's it.
combination of speed, power, and all-around talent to the team. He's exactly the type of player you want to build around. Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Aye.
Swing and a miss. Now
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This
Ball.
is just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swings and grabs one deep for left center. And it runs the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. He's in
No,
there.
you beat it.
All over that one right there. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber, and when you're able to find a gap like that, dude, you're even looking for a triple.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swinging a foul out of play.
That's a ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss.
2.
1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Foul ball, he stays alive. And a 1-2. Stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That's strike 1.
1 and 1.
Bounce back after big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have
That's
to
a ball.
choose a fresh inning.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. That's hard hit in the line. Stretches out and hauls it in. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Up the middle of the base hit. Still a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at
0-1.
Slapped foul. To the right side. And that's quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Back-to-back base hits.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
0-1's the count.
Plate now as he chases after that one. Next
I got a ball, one strike.
Way outside.
2 balls,
In
1
the
strike.
dirt, but kept close.
Did he go?
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. Check swing, called strike.
Okay.
On second, Simmons over at first and 1 away. And that'll load the bases. Here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Well, interesting. He went with the off-speed and
inside.
walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. That one ripped, but foul. Check swing, and he went. And it's
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Just misses it.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's J.D. Martinez. Ground ball, left side. On to first. That ends the inning. Back here in Coors Field, top half of the 3rd inning, and now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons.
Ball,
First
inside.
pitch just misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next
Ball
offering
2.
upstairs. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. Grabs it right up against the wall. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Hey.
Well, if you got
0-1.
fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your head, you kind of think, is he trying to set me up?
0-2.
Miss a bat?
Swinging and a miss. Came out. Tosses the first.
Oh.
Lindor is out. Here's Juan Soto.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
0-1's the count.
Next
Ball.
offering down low and in the dirt. Swing and a foul straight back. That one is upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Back here in Denver, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Anthony Santander. Nice grab. And very nicely done for the out. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down to the order. That's in for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Foul ball. Infield looks like they're expecting a bunt with speed at the plate. Ball off foul. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now.
1 ball,
Doesn't even matter
2 strikes.
that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpen. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Henderson
Inside,
stands
ball
in
one.
now, looks at that one inside. Pitch
Oh,
misses.
that's inside.
Ball two. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark
Two balls,
Carrion,
one strike.
Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
Nope.
To know to those guys because it's just different.
3 balls,
You're
1 strike.
left-handed, but you hit right back.
What do you got?
Checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing according to Eric Summerskill. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Jenkins makes the play. That. On to the fourth. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. That
Counts
one
1-0.
misses, and that's ball one.
Well, these guys do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there. That might be the best news yet
1 ball,
for this
2 strikes.
Three. Here comes Bryce Harper. Caught looking his first time. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense
1 ball,
does
1
any
strike.
damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
They get 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Oh, he's been
0-1.
incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that is that. And we're back. Bottom 4, down to third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that
Ball 1.
is downstairs. Ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Pitch
Ball
misses
2.
there. They count down 2-2.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ted Simmons. And that one is lifted in the air. Jenkins moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. The batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. He's 0 for 1. Flips the corner. That's strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's got
0-2 is the
such a
count.
good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. And a good eye
Inside,
there.
ball 1.
That's a hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get
Ball
the
1.
barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Out front that time. Inside.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
That's ball 2. So 2 away with nobody on. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate.
Did he go?
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
What do you got?
Back to the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And yes, he offered that. swinging. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And now Walker Jenkins. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Tro Armstrong should have it. Pulls it in for the out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swings through that one.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten
one ball, one
be
strike.
a little more patient and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
That's off the inside corner. And it's 2-1.
That's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough.
And he's got it in right field. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the inning, Anthony Santander at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Santander in his 7th season, 30 years old now, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Check swing, and he went. And
no
it's
balls,
0-2.
2 strikes.
Fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last back of the inning, number 5. There's a strike. That one is a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Tro Armstrong. He's already homed in this game. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
0-1.
Just started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult.
One ball,
left-handed
2
hitter
strikes.
track.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Grounds 1 to short. Lindor tosses across the first. And that is that. Back here in Denver, top of the 6th inning. Now here is Ted Simmons. This is
ball,
off the plate.
that's inside.
And that is ball 1. That one ripped. Bang! For that one. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-2. Lindor.
That's outside.
Now takes ball 1 off the plate. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Deleted. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So back double digits with his 10th strikeout. That one way back there, and that one's gonna land. Not so much here, but here. He sends it into the second. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-3. And now Manny Ramirez. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Love
0-2
to
is the
see
count.
it. Power versus power right there.
Too late. Here's Harper now. Result of 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First
ball
pitch
inside.
just misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Next pitch
Ball,
is
that's just
outside.
out.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive.
8-2.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Liner, and this could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job. That's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Laser could be trouble. Here comes Harper around third. He'll score. Now a relay to second.
He's safe.
But he's in there easily.
Everything came together for him. A solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance.
Nope.
Nice extension.
That's inside.
And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball,
Through that
2 strikes.
by him, elevated. And if you're not looking up at that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Albies at second with 2 down. On the ground, right side. Tosses the first. That ends the inning. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. And he handles
Got
it
him.
himself for the out. And now Ted Simmons. 1 for 2. First
Ball
pitch
in.
misses. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one out to right. Makes the grab for the second out. Now a chance for Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch
Ball 1.
doesn't find the zone. Just
Inside
off
ball.
the inside edge. Swing and a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one.
Runner takes off. Pitches low.
He's safe.
Easily steals the bag. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. And welcome back to the ball. Ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Walker Jenkins. Ball 1,
that's
no
out.
strikes.
Aye.
Swing and a miss.
1-1. Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And it's fouled off.
Counts full.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up that strike. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 in this one. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab. 2 down. And here's the catcher, Ted Simmons. He's already homered here in this one. That's
Ball 1,
outside.
no strike.
And that's ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off the right side. That'll find the stands. Out there to center. Puts the speed back. Back here at Coors Field. Bottom of the 7th. And here is J.D. Martinez. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
That's a laser base hit. The leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Martinez headed for third. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's Trout.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Check
Ball.
swing, no appeal. 1-0.
1-0.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home
Ball,
first
that's off the plate.
and prevent that run from scoring.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
3 balls, no
In the
strike.
dirt. Nothing happening on the bases there. And they're all
Ball.
loaded up.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
The bases all loaded up. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Ball, that's in.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Right through there for a strike. You need a strikeout.
1-1.
You need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some
1 ball,
pitches.
2 strikes.
He can battle and get through this. He can earn some points.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Martinez, the runner at third. Santander over at second. Trout on at first. And nobody out. They score from first, and the lead is up to 5.
Man, that's a huge 3 RBI double in a spot they really needed. Double into the ground, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. Just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside.
He's trying for third. Swings and fouls one off. Good eye
Ball,
right
that's
there.
inside.
In the dirt, blocked.
He's
Down
safe.
Second, but he dances back in safely. Brother goes again. Got
3.
it swinging.
Hey!
Stepping in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 3.
Did he
Swing
go?
of the first pitch. Look down to third. And Joe McDonald says he went around. Line drive. That's a base hit. Run score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Breaking ball down and in. Did a nice job of just catching out in front. I like what he did.
Brother takes off. In for a strike.
Safe.
Going good. 4 runs already in the frame. Near the bottom of the 7th. And strike 2.
0-2.
That
Ball
one off
1.
the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
On the ground to short. Lindor. To third.
Out on the tag.
Got him.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to him. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that is out of play. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Their lead, it's 13-4. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game. Just one of those seeing eye based hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Ramirez stands in now and watches strike 1. A little up front there as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So
Outside,
I think it's
that's a
great
ball.
now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7.
That's ball 2.
But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Yeah,
We got
that's
full
outside.
count.
Never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, dude. And it took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night. He wanted me to make sure that everything looked good. Wow. Yeah. He's a big guy, too.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, he's large. Only triple digits.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Pass and misses. It's a bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Anthony Santander. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Waste no time there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Mike Trout. And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside.
Outside.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Now 1
2 balls,
miss.
2 strikes.
Santander gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in
0-1.
with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Got it swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. We talked about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second,
Ball
Chris,
1.
it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. The 1-1. Swings through that.
Well, he gets to balls
1
that
ball,
get
2
by
strikes.
most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they...
Well, he's under it to make the catch. And we're back. We go to the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball. And
Ball, that's
one.
out.
And
Ball.
the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2 the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And they'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Nice line drive to the full side, fed it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
The old
Ball,
one is
that's out.
outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing.
Oh,
Hey,
this pitch
that
rides
ball
in
got
too
him.
far. That got him. Walker Jenkins digs in now. So now a pinch hitter, Aaron Judge. Good opportunity for first and second with nobody out.
Hey.
And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. And
Ball,
that
that's
misses.
it.
And the count even 1-1. Fair ball. Coming home. He will score. Relay to second.
He's
Not
safe.
gonna get these in there.
Well done, drives in the run. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. And they get a few back. It's 13-8. Here's the catcher to hit, Ted Simmons. Ever down the right side for foul. And it's fouled away. 4 runs already in the frame to the top of the ninth. That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Nabbed it. There's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Lindor.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty with a swing there.
Ball.
Now a check swing, but he
I got
held
a ball,
up.
1
That's
strike.
big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
The
2 balls,
shortstop takes
2
the ball.
strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And
3.
through the swing, it's a strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. Swinging a foul straight back. Next
I got
up
1 ball, 1
is
strike.
Down low. Just
Ball 2.
missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
There's
Aye.
another final strike.
2-2 the count.
This could end it. Dives and he can't hang on. The tag.
Got it right there. He's a
13-8 is your final.